Good morning.
Hello.
From Crocodile Bridge.
A little chilly Crocodile Bridge.
I still love it. I said to Sonia this morning, I can't believe I'm walking around with shorts and short sleeves here at the end of May. It's fantastic. I'll take it any day.
I asked him what the temperature was going to be like today, and he said 28.
28 today.
And I could hardly believe it, but I did need my jacket. Today we have a lunch appointment in Skukuza. We have to be there by 12. I think it's now probably 7:30-ish. And your plan is to take the H5 and then the S26, which would be a new road for us.
Yes, up to the H3 and then to Skukuza. Yeah, we can do it that way.
Excited for that.
Let's go and do it. Good morning from Tamboet. The mist.
We had a very misty drive here too.
Yeah.
Listen, and it's 8 o'clock already. I thought it was still 7:30.
So we've got 4 hours to get to Skukuza. We should do it.
Are we going to stick to your plan?
Yes.
The map tells you it's possible.
Possible.
We need to also find a little spot for breakfast before past.
Okie dokes.
What's he up to?
He was rubbing his face in the ground and his horns in the ground and lay down in it. It's as if he found catnip or something.
Patty-nip.
Yeah.
We turned off here at Gesantombi Dam. There was a lot of cars, and it's for a troop of baboons. The sentinel was dozing.
He's got a nice backrest for him.
Yes,
picked the
he's
perfect
super
one.
comfortable. It's quite a big troop. Look how many under the tree there.
Yeah.
Quite a lot.
We come in this morning at Crocodile Bridge Gate and we decide, okay, we're going to stop there by the shop and go to the loo and hit the road. And we run into Richard and Kirsty from Scotland.
Yes. Richard was grabbing coffee, and Kirsty was alone in the chimney, and she couldn't believe it. Rich works in Ukraine, and it was just so fantastic to hear how much they love Kruger. They've been here for a week.
Yeah.
They're traveling through Kruger. Now they another 2 weeks in Marloth, and they've seen a cheetah like in the road. They showed me the
That's
footage.
amazing, eh? Yeah.
And also saw 2 beautiful lionesses next to the road leading to hippo pools.
Yeah. She says her heart started beating when the one lioness stood up and she realized how big they actually are.
It's true.
Yeah.
I still ask, where are you from? And then everyone looks at me like, hello. The accent, Scotland.
Yes.
I'm not good with accents. Such a pleasure meeting the two of you, Rich and Kirsty. And we hope that black coffee was not too cold.
Yes. So what's happening?
Hi. Stop.
So we spotted nothing there. I think we were just too low. Everybody says the lion's lying down. And we're just too low.
I must say, I had a first experience there, which was rather funny. I asked 2 people. Well, I asked one and you asked the other. One OSV guide and a normal vehicle. And all they told us, both of them, were flat cats.
Yeah.
That's all. Flat cats. No one could point us to where they were. So we left.
Yeah, it doesn't help sitting around there and you can't see it. Always so nice to see a Birchall's Kugel so close to the road.
Yeah, you can't drive fast, eh? We have incredible news to share this morning.
Yes, we do.
We had our very first Nyala visit our house this morning.
That's wild, eh? Yeah.
There's only one Nyala herd in Marloth,
Yeah.
and we've never seen them.
No.
Any of them. And we have an old bushbuck who comes to feed at our house every morning, and several times during the day actually. And when I see him, I feed him. He's very old, you can see his little eye is watering, the right eye, and his movements are slow. And I went to brush my teeth, and I came out while brushing my teeth to check on him, and we feed him close to the patio so that the other animals don't bother him. And all of a sudden he had turned into this massive antelope. Then I
Fed him
realized,
steroids.
then I realized it was a Nyala.
Yeah, beautiful
A
antelope.
Nyala bull.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, they're very, very similar, other than the side stripes and subtle differences on the horns. So they had clearly, you know, chased him away, or he had left, and there was a Nyala bull and a blue wildebeest feeding. I can't believe it.
Yeah, it was fantastic to see him. It's a beautiful antelope.
Shout out Eben Snyman. You say they've come to your house on more than one occasion. They have come to my house now too, but only one of them.
Yeah, we'll put in a photo of it now, which we took of it just to show you what it looks like. The fancy breakfast this morning.
This is the breakfast we have every morning.
Yes.
2 Weet-Bix, 3. His sweetener is sprinkled over. Mine is in my milk, which has to be warm.
Yeah.
And yeah, I do hot milk, you do the cold milk thing.
Yeah.
So I think we need breakfast.
Let's do it right now. And then after that, I want my coffee.
Immediately?
Definitely immediately.
Is it? Are you in the mood?
Can't wait for my coffee.
They are out 2
There
months.
they are, waiting in the wind.
And in there is sweetener, Kit Kat,
Yes.
mocha, my cappuccino, and a nice healthy spoon of Milo each.
Let's go for it. Is that our mixture? This is yours, yeah? And this is mine over here.
And breakfast was actually very good. We're
was
going to do
stunning.
that more.
Oh, definitely. Why? There's nothing wrong with that breakfast of ours.
Well, we love it at home, and I love it just as much, yeah. Nom, nom, nom.
That's it. Done. Ready for consumption.
The smell's wafting to my nose.
We're going to turn off the H5 now onto the S108, which takes us down to an intersection where we turn right onto the S26.
And then we head to the
H3.
Quiet roads.
Yeah, hardly any vehicles. So nice.
Lots of bokkies looking for what else there is. We stopped here on a low water bridge on the S108.
Yes.
And it's incredible how clear the water is.
Listen to the water. That's such a peaceful sound.
I saw a hummerkop fly away
Oh,
as we approached. No other birdies at the moment.
grey go-away bird.
Didn't go away.
No. So this is going to be the first time since we've been here to take the S26. It's 44 k's to Skukuza.
I love it.
Yeah.
And we have 2 hours and 45 minutes to do it in.
Oh yeah, I think we'll be fine.
That sounds doable to me.
Yeah.
Listen, I wanted to talk about Kirsty's t-shirt. I forgot earlier.
Yes.
It's a play on Adidas,
Yeah.
but it's Adidas.
Yes, yes. And we've
And
got
it's-
3 Adidas But it's like designed to look like the Adidas logo.
It's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
on the arm it says, on the sleeve it says, Bry Army.
Yeah.
I just love it so much that they love Kruger. And she has a beautiful tattoo of a cheetah on her left leg, bottom leg. And Rich has a lion.
Yes.
And they had them done
In Spain.
in Spain.
By the same tattoo artist, yeah. Gayesenga.
That name rings zero bells.
No, I myself. It's just a little loop.
It's
What does it
okay.
smell?
You never, ever, ever know.
Exactly.
It's a dry riverbed. Maybe you check for us on the map which
There's water at the
river.
bottom here. Maybe this is like a spot to stand and watch where animals come to drink.
Well, we can finish your coffee here.
Yeah, let's do that.
Giant?
No, it's not a giant.
Oh, hold on, yes.
Why does it look like a pied to me? Oh, it looks like a pied kingfisher.
Is it black and white?
Yes.
Then it's pied, if it's black and white, but I can't see. There's another one. That one is clearly black and white. Yes, they must be pied.
Yes. There's the other one.
Pied? We're convinced it's pied, eh?
Yes. My phone just did an update last night and the camera zooms to 25 times now and it only used to go up to 20 times. Oh, I'm chuffed with that.
Do you see the difference?
Yes, I do actually.
Bondvisvanger. Now you have to be super steady though.
Yeah, I'm shaking now.
All right. It is Gayesenga or Gayesenga, and it is the Boome River.
Nice.
And it becomes the Mpondo River.
So nice to just sit here and listen to the birds and the water.
You can clearly see lots of animals cross the Boome riverbed.
Yep. The Mpondo Dam S102 is closed.
Wow. I must admit the H5 was also in rough shape.
Yeah, and this S26 is also.
It needs a bit of a grade, I think.
I think so. Hey.
This is literally the first animal other than impala.
Yeah.
The impala are deeper in, so we haven't filmed them.
I'm chuffed with my new zoom on my camera.
Hello, handsome. Oh, he is a beautiful giraffe.
Yeah.
Oh, he is beautiful. Oh,
Hey.
oh, I love him. Mm.
Hello. There's
You know,
two on your side coming now.
oh. Do you know what I find astonishing when I look at their size?
Huh?
That lions can pull them down.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Here they are.
Yeah.
With full cheek, this one. Just as beautiful. I love the lighter colouring.
Yes. Yay.
This has me a little worried, I'm not gonna lie.
No.
It's sand.
Let's go.
Is this concrete?
No, it's fine.
Oh,
Dwarf mongoose.
you hear the little sounds.
We've just come down the S26 and we've turned right here onto the S114, and we're going to take this road to Skukuza. We're not going to go through to the H3. This gravel road, the S114, goes all the way up and it joins onto the H11, and then we're very close to Skukuza. Only 24 kilos now.
If I needed the bathroom, we could have gone to the H3.
Yes.
But I think only 24 kilos to go.
Yes.
No, I'd love this road. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Gravel all the way? Almost.
And almost until the H11, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd just like to say hi to Bernice from Alberton, who watches our videos, and Jason sent me a message on TikTok asking me to give her a shout out.
Hello, Bernice.
Don't stop watching. This is the perfect moment for you to give us a thumbs up. Yeah, on our way to Skukuza. We're just crossing over this low water bridge here, but you can see here with the previous floods how that all washed out there.
And this is probably a mere few months ago, and it's now dry.
You just saw other impala running on the other side there, and these are steering heavy in that direction.
All females, these.
Yeah.
Luckily there are bookies, eh? Because if there weren't any bookies today. Okay.
Yep.
In this car, what are bookies?
Impala.
Are there any other bookies in
No.
the car?
No.
What about steenbokkies?
Steenbokkies might be called steenbokkies, but they're just steenbokkies. They're not bokkies.
Kudu?
No, they kudu.
Nyala?
Or nyala. Bokkies,
Duiker?
bokkies are impala. Duiker is a duiker. The only bokkie is an impala.
So they have laid claim to the name bookies.
Yes.
Interesting. You know that we might have some disagreement. Oh, hold on.
Stevenson-Hamilton, I think it's his memorial over here.
Yes. Yeah, I'd like to go again. We haven't been in, probably 24 last.
Yeah, I think so. Let's go and have a look. How wild are these rocks?
The boulders in this area are on another level.
Yeah.
Those biggest buildings.
One forgets, eh?
Yes, one certainly does. Enormous.
Alight from vehicle at own risk. Stay within cleared area. Do not feed birds and animals. After his death, the ashes of renowned warden James Stevenson-Hamilton were scattered from the top of Shirimatanga Kopi.
Where is Shirimatanga Kopi? Is it this?
I think this must be it. This must be Shirimantanga.
James Stevenson-Hamilton, also known as Skukuza.
Yes.
Listen, it's a little scary here.
Yeah, because it's so lush, you can't see anything around here.
It feels like something could appear
Any
out
second.
of nowhere here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get going. Yeah, this is beautiful, yeah, my angel.
Yeah, it's stunning. It would be gorgeous as a picnic site.
Didn't we read somewhere that this was his favorite spot? James Stevenson-Hamilton's favorite spot?
I can't remember.
I remember something like that, but I could be mistaken.
I want to share one paragraph from our map. It says, Scottish-born James Stevenson-Hamilton was appointed South Africa's first official game warden. He was nicknamed Skukuza, he who sweeps clean, because of his success in eliminating poaching in the area. He strongly advocated a change in legal status from game reserve to national park.
Fantastic.
And I loved it this morning that we ran into Scottish viewers, and Rich did not waste any time to tell us that Stevenson-Hamilton was Scottish.
Yes, yes. You can be proud of that. Why not?
Absolutely. He was a major, major, major role player in the history of this beloved place.
Skukuza 6.
And I am now glad we took this road, because
Yeah.
I do need the bathroom now.
I can imagine. So there was an OSV traveling in front of us, and it looks like one of the guests lost their hat and it blew off, and they just carried on driving. So we stopped to pick it up, and another OSV stopped behind us, and the guy came to us quickly. He said, no, it's his friend, he'll take the hat and give it to them.
Oh, it was definitely a lady's straw hat.
Yes.
So she would be sorry to have lost her hat temporarily.
Bathroom break.
We have arrived at He Who Sweeps Clean. Yes, first hanger left, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Then you can give the vehicle some juice.
So we know this is Paul Kruger. And this is Peter Wessels. He was the one that pushed the National Parks bill through Parliament. And here he is, Lieutenant Colonel James Stevenson-Hamilton. Incredible. America putting petrol now.
Yeah, I thought that might be the next stop.
Yep.
Perfect timing, 25 past 11.
Yes. I enjoyed the drive here.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's beautiful. All fueled up.
Yes, ma'am.
So we have a little bit of time in hand. One of our viewers with a username Mrs. Two Feathers,
Okay.
gotta love it,
Yes.
said that on Sandpark's website, the campsite here seems to be full
Okay.
in the whole south, really. And she asked if we could take a drive through. And I said we will do so next time we're here.
And we're doing so.
So it does look
Oh, yes.
like there are plenty of folks.
Oh, yeah. No, there's a lot going on here.
This is the side of the campsite we only discovered earlier this year. We thought the only campsite was that side where our safari tents are.
But there's a lot of people. But I still see here and there's one that's empty.
I agree with you.
Yes.
People may still arrive. We just saw a huge caravan pull in at the filling station.
Yes.
So there are definitely a lot of campers, but there is the odd spot.
Yeah, look here,
open.
this site's open.
This is a nice site.
Yeah.
I would pick that one.
And
Far
for
from
sure.
the ablutions,
Yes.
I'm sure. Not sure where they are.
Yeah, this one's also empty.
Yeah, also nice.
Yeah, but one doesn't know if they booked up, you know. Let's go to the other side now and see.
Do you know, it always surprises me in a campsite in Kruger that there are so many folks around.
We go up here.
Not everyone drives all day.
No. Phew. There's loads of campsites, eh? I didn't know it was that big here.
Well, for the biggest camp, it would make sense,
Yeah,
right?
it would.
People put their chairs and their wood, they need to guard their spots.
Yeah, they have to. So that it's taken.
Will you find the place where our tents are?
Look
Oh, here they are.
here. Yes.
Just a different entrance. Oh, these tents are so cute.
Yes, they are. See how many people pitch tents up here close to the ablution facilities.
That was always my first pick, but I don't mind so much now.
No.
These are cute,
Yeah,
but
the
I
2
prefer
beds.
the 4 beds.
Yeah.
Oh, I think this is where we came to wash dishes the morning after the storm.
When we were in 311.
318, isn't it, babe? 319.
The first time we stayed in the 2-bed one, you remember?
Yeah, I was up there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. With the storm, we were here.
Yes. 319, yeah. Oh, they are open, but one doesn't know how booked up they are. How many people are coming in. I see they're nearly done with the construction work here for the stormwater channels. So apparently this was nothing to do with the floods. This was just an upgrade they were doing.
Exactly.
Last time I thought it had something to do with the floods.
And the staff accommodation was a touring company's tents.
Yeah.
I thought they were staff tents, construction workers' tents, and they were for travellers. Always goings on here.
Telling you there's always something happening here.
But we both learned to love Skukuza the last few years.
Also, yes, definitely. But I also think there's a lot of planning going on with the 100-year celebration and things like that. Oh, look here, right here with the new bungalows.
The bungalows that have evoked so many mixed emotions.
Yeah. Well, I've got a nice parking spot.
You do.
Our horse is totally passed out again.
Yeah, he's finished, eh?
Yeah, the gravel road that we took beat him up a bit, but the other 3 are still standing.
There's several gravel roads.
Yes.
Poor horse.
See, they're heavy. Busy with the garden, upgrading over here. It looks like they're building a new plaque over there. You can see they've marked out a new walkway they're going to put over there.
To me, it looks like there's going to be some kind of framed something or a plaque in there.
Something about history. I love that. I love it.
Do you know, and every time when I look at those interlocked kudu horns,
And that really happens, eh?
such a freak.
Yeah. And I also think of your dad every time I see these kudus.
The two of you walking here
Yeah.
without shopping.
Yeah.
Babe,
My angel?
how fortunate are we today?
Yeah, we had lunch with Des and Debbie.
Robertson, all the way from Wales. Now they are as passionate about Kruger as we are, if not more so. And Des was very, very fortunate to be born into a family with deep roots here.
Yeah.
And it put him in a position to visit Kruger from, I think, the age of 6 days.
If not earlier
If
than
not
that.
earlier.
I can remember my first trip in 1956. And we came here in my dad's Plymouth station wagon.
Wow.
6 children, my mum and dad in front with my middle sister, the 3 elders, my 2 brothers and elder sister in the back seat, and in the boot, my youngest sister and myself. And you've got to wonder where our luggage was. We didn't have a roof carrier. We had a van behind us with Isaac the cook and Alec the driver.
You came to Kruger with a cook.
We came to Kruger with a cook.
Where are those days?
And a driver and all the luggage in our brown Bedford van at the back.
Crazy.
And we stayed in bell tents. I remember staying up in Shingwetsi at the time. And we would go out for a drive in the morning, and when we came back for breakfast, Isaac had cooked our breakfast, and it was laid out, and my mum insisted that there was a tablecloth on the table. And we were sleeping in
Those
tents.
were the days.
We were drinking preserved milk. What do you call it? The steri milk or whatever.
Yes.
We were drinking that. I cannot remember how we kept meat cold, but we did have braais and what have you. But you know, I'm sure there was some means or other. But
Absolutely.
I can't remember how. But that was the first trip I remember into Kruger, 1956.
Unbelievable.
Fantastic, yeah.
But he has many, many other stories, of which he'll share just a few. And we look forward to having a chat maybe in a little quieter place. We've had a delicious meal, and it's been the biggest pleasure meeting the two of you.
It's been absolutely lovely meeting with you. And if I may say, we only discovered you in January. We booked this trip back in November, and January we just saw the floods, and we thought, oh, we're still going. The devastation that we saw here was just horrendous.
It's true.
And
Next level. Record.
and we looked at this and we thought, is our trip okay? And we could get next to no news about the place. And we found you guys and the sort of regular commentary, and we could see, well, the S28 is open now.
Blow by blow.
Blah, blah, blah. And now that road's still closed. And I said, you know, what's happened to the S36? I want to go up the S36. And I still don't know whether that one's open, but we'll find out soon enough. But that just right the way through, as things started opening up, you know, we just felt really we were back on track. We were going to have our holiday. It was going to be great, and we had so much to look forward to. But by that time, we'd fallen in love with both you guys. So it was a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you. And you've been here for 5 days. And
We've
you
been
have
here for 5 days,
How
and we've
many
got
more?
another 28 days.
Oh, wonderful.
for full weeks. Yeah, I mean, like, shall I say, just so far today, Des has taken over 2,000 photos.
But most of them will be deleted very fast.
But still, there might be a leopard face in there. The three of us are ending off our meals with a cappuccino and an Americano for Des. Debbie is a little camera shy, and she's having her Coke Zero still. We're leaving Cattle Barren now. And now the 4 of us are making our way to the OSV picnic area, where we're going to chat to Des a bit. Look forward to that. I'm sure you'll enjoy it too. So now, I mean, of course I looked forward to the food and the drink. And that was excellent, but now is the part I'm most excited about. So, Des, how appropriate that Kruger turns 100 in 4 days. 100 years old. So we can't think of a better time to have met someone like you. And when you reached out by email and you said, would we meet for lunch? I thought, how could we not meet you for lunch? We would meet you absolutely. So it was doable for all of us. So please just tell us a little bit about your family's involvement with the people of Kruger and the history of Kruger, if you would be so kind.
I'd happily do that. Thanks, Sonia. I always knew that my family had a long association with the Kruger Park, but I had no real idea of just what that association was. I knew that in the 1930s my grandfather used to come here for 3 months at a time.
Oh, wow.
He had sold his farm and he was retired, and he'd leave my grandmother at home and just come here and visit Harry Wolhuter, and they were personal friends, and just knock about with him.
Wow.
So I knew the association here went back a long, long time.
Unbelievable.
But what I didn't realise was how far back it actually does go. In that last year, I got hold of a copy of Dr. Pienaar's History of the Kruger National Park, a beautiful book. And in there I discovered that way back before even Kruger was formed, there were a number of farmers in the Transvaal, my great-grandfather, who was one of which, decided they were going to stop hunting on their farms.
And that was Wakkerstroom district?
He was in the Wakkerstroom district, and I think they just invented barbed wire and fences and those kinds of things at that time. So he was the first farm, I believe, in the Transvaal to put up a fence. And initially it was to keep his own horses paddocked and whatever, not wandering around the countryside. But then, because it was safer in there, found that antelope would go along and slip in and stay in those protected areas.
Because it was safer.
It was safer.
From the predators and hunters.
Yeah. And he put a notice in the Staatskoerant in the Transvaal saying, no more hunting on this property. You come here, it's illegal, it's not allowed. And he extended the area that he had enclosed, and especially to put in antelope. And I'm not sure of the exact details of who it was, but there was a family in Amersfoort where I think the daughter married Paul Kruger's son. I can't remember the name, but it's there in the history. And as a result of that, Kruger got to hear, when the two families were talking, Kruger got to hear about the conservation efforts that my grandfather, Alexander Marsh Robertson, was doing. And he decided he wanted to come and have a look. So he came to Amersfoort and had a look. And he came back again a second time to have a look at what my grandfather was doing. And he stayed on the family farm, Rolfontein, where my dad grew up.
Amazing.
To look at the conservation efforts, the
That's right.
fencing and that.
That's right. And the second time they came, my great-grandfather organised a braai for the whole area, around there. So there were, loads of people coming. And apparently at that braai, it's been recorded that Kruger spoke of establishing a conservancy between the Crocodile and the Sabi rivers.
Amazing.
Moving on, obviously over time, this was the late 1880s, so it took a while before the park was first established, and then you had the Anglo-Boer War and what have you, and then 1902 Stevenson-Hamilton came here. Wolhuter wasn't the first ranger, but he was the first ranger who stayed around.
For a while, yeah.
And I think he was a ranger for 44 years or something. Yeah.
Wolhuter.
Wow. But also Wolhuter in 1902 was mauled by a lion, and the lion's skin and the knife that he killed the lion was up there. And in 1937, it's recorded in the book that my grandfather, not my great-grandfather, my grandfather Vinnie Robertson, obviously when he was visiting Wolhuter for his 3-month stints at the time, went up with Stevenson-Hamilton, and also in the picture there is a picture of Ranger Steyn, who became a later warden of the park, I think in 1959. But the four of them were standing around the tree that Wolhuter had tied himself into to save himself from the rest of the pack. The lion jumped on the horse at a point. He stabbed it at another point that it was dragged on. He stabbed it at another point, killed the lion, dragged himself back to a tree that he climbed into and tied himself on with a belt. This was Harry Wolhuter. And in 1937, he went there to go and point out those 3 spots where those things took place. And my grandfather, who was there at the time, then agreed to pay the grand sum of £50 to have 3 plaques put up at the different spots. Wow. And you can still go to Lindanda now and you can see 3 plaques, but we had a look last year, and it's obviously not the original cast iron plaques that were put up there in 1937.
Of course, yes.
But the 3 spots are still clearly marked out.
Fantastic.
So there was that. So my grandfather paid for that. In addition to that, he donated the money to build a vehicle ramp at Pretoria Scoop. Obviously, in those days when people came to the park, their cars broke down or they needed servicing or whatever, and there was nobody to do it, so they used to, work on their vehicles themselves, and they needed a ramp to work on, and there was a ramp at Pretoria Scoop that my grandfather paid
That
for.
he financed. Oh.
That is so cool, eh?
So I just loved these old stories. I found them so interesting. I mean, I don't claim to have any, sort of special knowledge
Connection or whatever,
anything like that. But it does help me to understand the deep love that exists in my family. I've been quite amazed. I mean, certainly my siblings and what have you. I told you earlier about the story of the 6 of us coming to Kruger. Every single one of them, loves Kruger. I have 2 sisters whose ashes have been spread here in Kruger. My grandchildren come from Australia as often as they can from an early stage. They absolutely love it. None of them need any persuasion to come here and enjoy this place. And I think there's a part of me that thinks that love of this and this love of nature and conservation is kind of embedded somehow in our DNA. And when I see how far back it goes, that just confirms it.
And also confirms why you would love it so much.
Well, exactly.
And then he was fortunate to meet a young lady who at the time did not know Kruger, but he very quickly brought her because it was kind of a condition of this deal that she falls in love with Kruger. And lo and behold, 48 years later, they are both as in love with each other and with Kruger as that very day. I want to clarify something, Des. Paul Kruger visited your great-grandfather's
That's
farm.
right.
His names were?
Alexander Marsh.
Alexander Marsh.
Robertson.
All right. Okay. Alexander Marsh Robertson.
Okay.
Yeah. And now in the library or the museum, I don't know which, you said that you still last year saw the picture.
There's a picture of my grandfather with Wolhuter, Stevenson-Hamilton, and Ranger Steyn at Lindanda, at the tree that Wolhuter climbed up. And he's showing them where it is. This took place, according to the book, it happened in November 1937.
Oh, wow. So I think what we should do is we should go there now and have a look.
I actually did meet Harry Wolhuter once. I was just a little lighty. And
what stood out to you? That's quite funny. What stood out to you the most?
And the thing I remember most about meeting him, I mean, this is probably just where my eye was at the time. He had this huge, big, thick belt around his waist with this big buckles. And that's what I remember most about my visit.
Well, thank you. I hope you know what an incredible pleasure it's been to meet the both of you. I mean, it's like just to be in your presence, we can actually feel the love for Kruger and for our country. You left South Africa 28 years ago for Wales, but we can tell that it's very, very much still a part of your heart. And as long as you keep on coming back to Kruger, it's all we can ever ask for.
This is the lion skin with the dagger that Wolhuter killed the lion with. If you look here, you can see the 2 holes of the stab wound.
Are those like in the heart?
Yes. And this is the knife. Can you believe it, eh?
How brave is that?
Yeah, incredible. Pioneers, traders, hunters, and adventurers.
So this is clearly a depiction of what happened to Wolhuter.
Look at that, eh?
Wolhuter was like up the tree here.
Wow.
Des, please do the honors.
And then over here is the picture of my grandfather, Vinnie Robertson. I'm not sure what that's in his hand. It's probably piece of log of wood or something.
looks
but
like it, yeah.
Looks rather like a revolver being held by the barrel.
Yeah, it does.
But I don't think it is. And then, of course, that's Harry Wolhuter, and that's Stevenson-Hamilton, and that's Ranger Steyn.
What?
This is Rachel in the James Stevenson-Hamilton Memorial Library. Rachel was so kind to tell us that she has a copy, well, the library has a copy of South African Eden by the one and only James Stevenson-Hamilton. And it was first published in 1937. You can see the book has seen much better days. Why I wanted Rachel to get this out of the cupboard for us was that Des has a copy, I think a first edition, Des.
That's correct.
First edition, yeah.
Signed by James Stevenson-Hamilton, Harry Wolhuter, and then amongst others, some of the very first rangers like Duke and Jones, who we both know waterholes are named after.
And what's interesting is Des is going to send us pictures of the signatures in the book so that we can include it here in the video and show you.
That is incredible. Yeah. Rachel, thank you for taking the time to find the book for us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Rachel.
Wowzer, my angel.
Yeah, there does come a time where one doesn't have many words.
Yeah. It's like it's just such a privilege to meet people like that who have, he's got so much humility, and it's about his history that he knows, but he doesn't want it to be about him. He wants it to be about his family's history with the Kruger National Park. It's incredible.
Yeah, no, he's big on that, and I'm also big on no person is above any other or more special than any other, and we're all exactly 100% equal.
Yes.
But it is kind of a big deal that your family has touched the pioneers of Kruger and the likes of Stevenson-Hamilton and Harry Wolhuter. So it really was a fantastic time. We said we have to be out here. We said we have to be out here by 3.
Yeah.
Because we're going to go Tar Lower Sabi and Tar Crocodile Bridge. And it's now 3:15 exactly. We're going to have a tough time. So we will drive and stop only for, I think, sightings close to the road.
I'm sure that's a Marshall Eagle.
Do you think he's heading this way?
Looks like he is. Oh, they stopped eating something now. Moving on. Bushbuck? Ram and ewe. Now the ewe has just ducked her head behind the bush, yeah.
That's what bushbuck do.
Exactly.
Grown super fond of them. I see them every day at home. Look how gorgeous.
Check all the elephants.
I think they've just been to drink.
Yeah.
It was so nice to see Greg and Karen again from the Gold Coast.
Oh yes.
We saw them Sunday at the lioness sighting near Bergendal.
Yeah.
And we were saying goodbye to Des and Debbie when Karen said hi.
Yeah, it was great to see them.
He's tackling. Oh, look at those teeth.
Yeah.
Oh, don't you come near.
It looks like they got some asphalt on the road surface there already.
I'm telling you, the time is getting ever closer that we can drive straight through.
Yep. Buffalo. It's always so cool to see them.
Looks like quite a big herd.
Yeah.
Angela was speaking to our friend Franz yesterday.
Yes.
And he asked me, did you know that a giraffe walk with both left feet and then both right feet.
Let's see that. Yes, they do.
Initially I said yes, and then later on when I spoke to you about it, you asked me, are you sure we knew that? And then we saw elephant walk like that too.
That's amazing that that they do that. I just saw that now.
I think maybe one just didn't realize it before.
Yeah.
We'd like to share the special gifts that Des and Debbie brought for us from Wales. First, it's this. I see they say it's a double oven glove.
Yeah, that's so neat, eh?
Take out pots and casserole
Exactly.
dishes and even off the braai.
Yeah, that'll work perfectly.
Pot.
Yeah. And I love the birds on them.
Yeah. And then these two coasters are from Welsh slate. They are made from
What?
Welsh slate. These are daffodils. And then the Welsh dragon.
Dragon, yeah.
This is Cymru,
Which means Wales.
which is Wales in Welsh.
Yes.
Yes.
Interesting, Cymru.
And then this nice shopping bag. Oh, with so many Welsh things on.
Yeah,
It's
look
like a
at that.
castle, the dragon, a lady with a spinning wheel,
Yeah.
the love spoons, the daffodils.
Daffodil.
I love it.
Very nice.
So beautiful. And then, also very special, is this book
Oh,
by David Fleminger called Fair Game, A Hidden History of the Kruger National Park.
this is incredible.
I want to read a short paragraph from page 63.
Yes, do.
Here. Likewise, back in the Transvaal, a farmer in the Wakkerstroom district was busy with an experiment of his own. His name was Alexander Robertson, and he was tired of his horses roaming over the countryside. So he erected a wire fence along his property, the first enclosure of its kind in the Transvaal. Soon, Robertson noticed that a number of buck were slipping under the fence to graze in the relative safety of his sanctuary. Although the buck came and went with the seasons, Robertson was encouraged to erect several additional enclosures, which eventually encompassed an area of 9,100 hectares. Robertson's son later recalled, Blesbok and Springbok were far in the majority, though there were also considerable numbers of rooi and valreebok, oribi, steenbok and duikers. Wildebeest, zebra and eland were a nuisance as they damaged the fences and were not encouraged. However, many farmers agreed to stop all unnecessary shooting and hunting.
That's incredible. Now, what I like about that is that this Alexander Robertson is Des's great-grandfather.
Great or grand?
No, great-grandfather.
Great-grandfather.
And his son, and Robertson's son, was his grandfather.
Right. And
Yeah.
and Paul Kruger visited this farm.
Yes. Sunset Dam.
A big thank you to Des and Debbie for their thoughtful gifts.
Oh, so nice. I'm going to use those oven mitts for the pots and stuff I'm going to use on the fire, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. This morning I said I prefer the lighter ones, but it's beautiful.
Yeah.
There are about 15 giraffe on my left.
Okay, let me have a quick squiz. Wow, there's a lot there.
Call it 8.
Yeah.
I just doubled the number. No, but there are many.
There are
I don't
many.
think you're seeing everyone
No,
now.
let me try and go forward a bit. Oh, they're necking.
Because just next, yeah.
There are a lot of them, eh?
Yeah, this is something else to get used to, is how early it gets dark here.
Yeah, it's like 5 to 5 now, and the sun is setting.
And I mean, you'll see at 5:30 when we hopefully at the gate.
Elephant. Two males.
Looks like 2 miles, babe. Looks like the same place where the flat lions were this morning.
Exactly.
They're coming this side.
Lioness. It's just so dark. What an end to our day. 2 male lions and some female in the distance.
I'm telling you, it's very close to the spot of this morning.
Yeah, it is close to the spot of this morning. How cool is it now? We're just standing here under the spotlight here at the Crocodile Bridge gate.
With darkness falling so early, and us being a little pushed for time because we really left Skukuza after 3,
Yeah.
which we really needed to. We saw some hyena pups in the road. A lot of
them,
birds
yeah.
now in the roads, but it was just too dark to.
And we saw lion.
We saw lions.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the end of the day.
Yes.
What an absolute pleasure it was to meet Des and Debbie Robertson from Wales.
Fantastic. It was such a pleasure.
Thank you for spending so much time with us. Thank you for the beautiful lunch. And it was just fantastic to meet you both.
Thanks for joining us in this episode, and we'll see you in the next one.